All right, hey everybody out there in TV land, thanks for tuning in. Jessica, hey, how are you? You say, hey, hiya. How is everyone? Doing very, very well. How are you been this evening?
Good, good.
Good, awesome. So you might hear some stuff in the background, guys. It's just Will and Sean working on some Pokemon stuff and working on some Warhammer stuff. But we're here to talk about Gundam. So we got a lot of items to go through, so we're going to cut straight to the chase of all the epic goodness coming to Flynn's here. So it'll be very interesting. This is the first unboxing we've ever really done here at Flynn's. Hey, Terry. And we want to start doing this so that we're able to kind of bring you guys what's going on, how many new kits and everything that we're bringing into Flynn's. And so I'm super stoked because I've been looking forward to some of the kits coming in, and we've been running kind of light.
Yeah, we did like a last-minute order trying to get for that show we were at, but it came in like 2 days late. So this one was kind of a rush, but we tried to get some good stuff in, and we've got a ton more stuff on pre-order, like $4,000 worth of stuff for March, and then another one for July. June. So we've got a lot of stuff coming in, and we're going to be getting more and more as time goes on.
Yep. So it'd be a very cool experience, guys. So what we're going to do tonight is change up things just a little bit. If you're watching on Instagram, thanks for checking us out. Hopefully it's on Ben's Instagram also.
I can't do
no way to check, but hopefully it is there. And also, hey, Michael, what's up, man? Want to let you guys know that we're going to be talking about the pieces here, and we're going to talk about the prices.
Right.
So you're going straight out of the gate. Remember, we open tomorrow, Tuesday, here at Flynn's Arcade in Margate, Florida, at 5 p.m. So first come, first serve.
Yes, I already made a post on the Discord and stuff, but if you want to get the stuff, don't wait. Be here when they open, because the stuff doesn't last. Like last time, we just had guys literally going in before we even had the box open. They were already grabbing stuff. So yeah,
exactly. You definitely want to arrive early, and we have Sean here helping us as well with our new Pokemon for Shining Fates. So tomorrow should be an interesting day.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a busy.
Very, very interesting day. And of course, guys, we always price things very modestly. I do see people breaking out the cell phone, checking Amazon.
That's what I do.
But they'll see we're right in line. And maybe a little less, maybe a little bit. No shipping. You don't have to wait. It's instantly right here.
Yes, we try to keep our prices very competitive and everything like that.
So we have different people from different platforms, guys. So we might be saying, hey, what's up? Answering questions from Instagram, from Facebook, from Twitch, from YouTube, all at the same time. So if we do say, what's up? Definitely going to take a moment there. Awesome. So we have some people. Dad joke, thanks so much. Hope you guys do check out the cosplay event. Mike, thanks for going live. Definitely come by tomorrow. Stop by. All our people out there in TV land. Of course, the big events coming up. Can't forget, we have our Fighter Fest weekend coming up the 19th, 20th, and 21st here at Flynn's. $300 prize tournaments. On the 26th, we're doing a $1,000 prize Mario Kart tournament, 2 versus 2. We're hosting it. So we've had someone kind of, say, hey, listen, I'll front the cash for it, kind of thing for the prizes. So definitely going to do that. Then we have our cosplay event on the 27th, working on some details about that, but more about that later. So let's get into Gundam. So if you want to find Ben, where can they find you, Ben?
Best place to find me is on Instagram at Uber's Cosplay, but that same name, I'm also on pretty much every social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff, same name across them all. You can find me anywhere. And if you're a Flynn's regular, I'm on the Discord as well, usually hanging around the Gundam, the meme chat, and all that stuff.
So you guys can check us out on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We have Build Night.
Yes.
So, and it's really cool. We're starting to see new faces. I know Stephanie and Mark are new. I know a handful of other people as well. They just came to my mind for it. We saw them at the convention, so that's why came to mind. So thank you all for your constant support. We're super stoked to have you. So this is the new shipment. You guys are the first to see it. Of course, I've seen it. Gerald's Uber's Cosplay is Flynn's Gundam ambassador, exactly, of the Federation. So we are going to unbox things piece by piece. So if you have questions about it, we'll try to do our best to flip between cameras so you can see what's inside.
We'll try to work our way up to. We're going to try to do smaller stuff to bigger stuff.
There we go. Okay, let's rock and roll with that, guys. So the first one, what do we have, Ben, in the new kit?
I'll do 2 for these first ones because these are similar.
Awesome.
These are good for people that are maybe not familiar with model kits, but you want to get into it.
So let's go to camera 2 and let you guys check it out. So here we go. Bam! Let's raise the camera just a little bit because it's like cutting it off. See it, Ben? It's all right. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
These are entry grade kits.
Thank you for the stars.
Yeah. Entry grade kits.
Do you want to turn it off like what we did? Pause
it. Let it
okay, entry grade kits.
Entry grade kits. These are like small non-posable statues using the same technology as Gundam model kits, but really the focus of these is color accuracy and to have like a little statuette of the character that you could put on your desk.
And this character is from?
This character is from Boku no Hero Academia. It's the main character, Izuku Midoriya. Really popular show. I think it just got greenlit for like a 5th season
Yes,
now.
I believe so.
I'm catching up on it. I'm like near the end of season 3 now. I've been like marathoning it just so I could go to these cons and understand what all these people cosplaying from. I'm like way behind on some of my shonen anime. But the great thing about these, like I say, is the color accuracy is really good. This isn't like a painted figure on the front of the box.
Do you have another one of those, Ben, or no? Just
Yes,
one
I
of
do.
them?
I have more of these.
Okay.
There are more of these here. We have other types too. We've got like the Dragon Ball ones as well. There's the
Awesome.
same line. But the image you see on the front, that's not a painted picture of the kit. That's just what it looks like after straight assembly. So
Here, let me have that cover so we can show people on Instagram too while you go through the kit. Bam.
you can see there, it's pretty simple
Adrian.
construction, just a couple runners, but the color accuracy is very good. Even down to like the eyes are very nice, molded in separate colors and everything like that, so you can get it looking just like it does in the anime. The most you might want to do to this is a little bit of sticker work and some panel lines with a marker. But for a relatively low price, and if you've never built a model kit before, these are really good to get into.
Because they do not require nippers
No
or tools or
anything
anything.
like
You
that.
just pop it out. Does
Yeah.
it come with a tool or it pops out off the runner?
No, these ones you can just pop them off the runner. You don't need anything for it. Like where it connects to the model, the plastic is very, very thin. You can snap it with your fingers if you needed to.
And you're probably looking at about 30 minutes to an hour.
30 minutes tops, I'd say, because these are very, very simple. But it's like I said, it's not a posable thing. It's just like a little statue. But these are very good to get into if you've never built a model before. Maybe if you've got some younger siblings or a significant other that's never built a model and you want to share the hobby together. These are really good to get into. And this one is one of the smaller ones, so your guys are selling this for $17.
So price point super low. Heck, and then you'll have an epic figure at the end of it, guys.
Yeah.
Super duper epic figure. And it goes in line with...
And in the same line, slightly bigger one, this is Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer.
And we've never had this one before.
No, this one just came out. I made sure to pre-order a couple of these because I know this is another really popular anime. If you go to cons, it's pretty much you throw a stone, you're going to hit somebody that's cosplaying something from Demon Slayer right now. That's just the way it goes.
Right.
But, the cool thing about this one is the character wears like this multicolored checkerboard cloak. That part is already molded in those colors.
So no pay, and also no stickers.
Yeah, no. Though there's probably some stickers.
Oh no,
in
I
this.
mean for the cloak.
Yeah. So this is all the most important part for this. That would be most annoying. Would be that checkerboard pattern. And that's all
Oh,
molded onto
Vivi.
the runner.
If you're watching, Vivi, you always dress up as
Yeah,
a particular
she's always dressing
character.
as the guy with the
And
board
then
head
Bob
mask.
is into this stuff as well. I know he just saw the Demon Slayer movie in theaters.
Yeah, but you can see even on the face, like he's got this really distinct scar on the side of his head.
I love
that
it.
Scar is all molded with that layered injection, like on the
Love
Izuku
it.
kits we had in the past.
Yes.
So very nice color.
$30. $30 investment.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more because it's got much more parts to it than the other one did. And there are some stickers, so you will have to do a little bit of stickers for complete color accuracy. But even still, you could probably build this kit in about an hour. And same thing as the other one. Really don't need any specialized tools for it.
Nope.
Maybe-
Well, you do need nippers.
Nippers are a good idea to have.
But you probably don't need
just
them.
Just to make your cuts cleaner. Maybe a little bit of sandpaper to sand off some of the nubs. But we even have those nippers here. If you're totally new to the hobby and you don't have anything like that, we do have those.
It
here as
seems
well.
like if you want to show the camera too with the injection molding for the eyes on the corner, they're definitely stepping up their game when it comes to the injection molding for the eyes and the coloration of it.
The eyes is the big thing. Like we had that on the Miku kits.
Exactly,
It
guys.
was
You
like
see,
the
I mean,
most-
this crazy, yeah, dude, right there. It's crazy detail, guys, in the eyes, the way they inject it. And of course, for a model builder, it's not a sticker.
No, not a
It's
sticker.
really like intricate.
Yeah, the most stickers in this guy you have to do is like some of the fringes of the clothing, maybe the earrings and things like that.
Awesome, dude.
So yeah, another one that really good to have for a beginner, and if you're not into like giant robots and stuff like that, stuff like this from some of these popular shonen animes might be up your alley.
And even putting if you wanted to look less like a toy and more like a clean statue, you could add a top coat to it.
You could do a top coat. You could just paint the entire thing if you wanted to go all out with it, but just the options are there.
It's cool. $30, hours of enjoyment, and then also kind of like a statue at the end because it's not posable or anything. I
Right.
assume.
There are a lot of people that are into more figure collecting that makes it up their alley.
Reminds me of that. Was it Mayo?
Miku.
There you go. Miku. Yeah,
Similar
reminds me of
technology
Miku.
we wanna have. Next one, getting into some of the Pokemon stuff we have. We have one of these Eevee kits. Pokemon has model kits as well for people that might not know. but just simple little model kits of the various Pokemon characters, usually the most popular
Eevee
ones. So of course Eevee's up there. Similar to the other kits, and the color accuracy is very good. There are a few stickers, but not too many, and very, very simple. These have that very close injection mold on the runners as well, so these you do not need a tool for. You can pop them straight off the runner, and you could probably build one of these in about 15 minutes. Very, very simple. Very, very cute. If you got a significant other that's into Pokemon, I think these are an easy pickup. And these are super, super cheap, too. This is only $9 for this.
And requires no tools.
No tools. And
no glue.
We've had other ones in the past. I'm not sure what we have right now, but they have like all kinds of Pokemon.
Well, we have, I believe we have Pikachu left.
Yeah, they have Pikachu. We had Gengar.
And we had Mew. We had...
Yeah, but check them out, guys, because if you like these aren't the kind of thing I typically buy, but if you guys are interested in them, it's something I'll stock more often.
Gengar.
Yeah, Gengar.
We have Gengar. Well, hey, Kilton, what's up?
What we stock is totally dependent on what you guys show us that you have interest in, so...
And that's the cool thing, and we're so thankful to have Ben in our arsenal because of the mere fact, well, among many things, he definitely keeps abreast of what's going on in the market, and we like to constantly create more turnover. Our strategy here is maybe fewer quantity, but more variety.
Yeah, or maybe in the future we'll have a lot of
more quantity,
and variety. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Right now, it's like everything that we buy. It's not just we're getting anything we can. I curate everything we buy. And
like, will it fit?
I try to make sure we get good stuff. In that line, we had some of these for a previous event, but I made sure to get some more. These are the entry grade RX-78 Gundam.
The head's chopped off, but nonetheless,
well,
there you go, beautiful.
The entry grade Gundam. This is a simple model kit, same story as the other ones. Don't really need anything more complex than a pair of nippers, but these ones you can build in probably about an hour, half an hour, and it's a fully posable version of the original Gundam.
Thanks, sir.
It comes with the beam rifle and the shield. It does not come with the swords, though. This is kind of a bare bones kit. But the idea is, for someone that's never built a model, this is a perfect place to start.
Color accuracy is amazing.
Color accuracy is
phenomenal.
Quite literally perfect. There is not a single sticker you need for this model kit.
No.
Even down to some of the areas that are notorious in these models for needing stickers, like that little red and yellow V on the crotch or the eyes. There are no stickers for this. That's all injection molded in the correct color. No tool needed.
And we sell these for about $10.
Yeah, these are about $10, but you will need nippers for these. It's a good idea to have them just to clean up some of the edges and stuff on these.
Bam! Great kit, guys. Get started with. Yeah. Super affordable and a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the way the runners are arranged, this is designed to be as simple as possible to build. You literally just follow the runner straight down and you build it from head to toe. You could almost build one of these without the instructions. It's designed to be that simple. Like a lot of newer Bandai kits, some people pick up these old model kits and they get a little bit intimidated about the instructions because they're like, oh, I don't read Japanese. This one is designed and released for all regions. So the languages, it's in 3 different languages. It's in Japanese, it's in Spanish, it's in English. So anyone can pick these up and put these together with really no experience prior in the hobby. And these are $10 a pop.
$10, yeah.
$10 a pop. Even if you're into model kits, I think the entry grade is a really great one to have because even though it's a simple, cheap kit, it's a highly, highly posable version of this original Gundam. And it's just interesting just from the technology standpoint of like how mobile it is for something so cheap and simple.
Exactly.
We got a lot of these. We might be doing future events. Like
no, we will be doing a build night in April. I'm gonna, we'll announce that and figure that out.
Right. So keep an eye on social media for when these come up too, because we're gonna try to do more stuff like that as well in the future.
Sweet.
Okay. So
all right. Do I have any small ones over here?
Yeah. Why don't you put one up from your side? You got another box over on your side.
All right. So I'll go with a smaller one, but a higher grade level. We have.
Ooh, real grade Shinanju. Yes. Real grade kits, these are basically like mini master grade kits. What that means is it's not just the model, you're also getting the entire internal frame, and it's a lot of detail and a lot of stickers and stuff like that you have to do for these model kits.
Oh, Mel says, I need that.
Well, there we go.
Yes, you do. These are already sold, actually, so not okay.
Yeah. These are in 1/144 scale, so it's about that high. A little bit bigger, obviously, because the Shinanju is a taller suit than the Zaku. But just to give you an idea of what you're talking about for scale. You guys have this selling for $46. Let me just go ahead and pop open the top, and I'll show you a little bit of what you're getting. For people that are not familiar with model kits, just to give you an idea, this is a lot more parts than those other ones we were posting. You get a full sheet of stickers, and the real grades come with these little like metallic, like bronze decals for highlighting certain areas of the suit's frame to make it have some more of that mechanical detail. You will need some tools to assemble these, at the very least some nippers, and you're probably going to want some sandpaper as well, just to do some cleanup. And if you're unfamiliar with the models, don't worry, we have that stuff here if you want to pick it up.
Nippers and sandpaper and decals.
Yeah, but the really nice thing about this one is it has all this injection gold for the various chrome parts of the model kit. So, like the details on the shield and around the shoulders and the gloves and everything.
So you don't even need to paint it.
No, this will look very good straight out of the box. You probably do not want to clear coat this because the clear coat will make the gold look really bad. So just out of box is probably best for these unless you want to go.
I'm curious, the vents or the that part, are they independent pieces like the Zaku?
I'm sure they
grade?
are, like they're individually.
Oh no, they're not.
For some they may be, for other parts they may not be. But
still cooler. Oh, that might be for the waist, you know. That might be for the
and there's
waist.
a lot of effect parts that come with this as well for all the different weapons and the axes and the different.
They don't even show the effects parts on here, really.
Well,
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. We'll show the instruction manual.
A little bit, guys, right there. The effects parts.
These are quite a bit more complex to build than the other ones I was showing. Like, you might be able to do this in a night, but this is probably like a 2 or 3 night project. More if you're going to paint it. A slightly older kit, so I don't believe this instruction manual is bilingual, but it's all pretty clearly illustrated in photos for you to assemble it.
So, Ben, we have a question. Sinanju or Sazabi, you prefer?
Me personally, I probably prefer the Shinanju because it's a little bit more slimmed down and sleek. But both suits are really cool. Shinanju has the upper hand in speed probably, but the Sazabi has more firepower.
And when was this? Is this a brand new kit?
It's not brand new, but it's pretty recent. Let's check this. 2016.
And it's probably because, like you said, things pop up every so often. They do limited runs, or they just run out of it.
Well, this isn't like this isn't like a limited run kit, but real grades always tend to go fast, so I saw this and I wanted to jump on it.
Awesome, dude.
Because also this is a very popular suit. I mean, just look at all that red and sinister, evil, regal-looking suit. So.
Cool. So we'll stick with our theme of real. Well, let's not say. Do you have any real grades on your side? Any other real grades? So let's stick with real grades. Let's keep going with real grades. Let's see what we got.
So I have another real grade over here that we got.
Before we jump into some master
this is
stuff.
The Strike Freedom Gundam.
Shabam!
I think we had this one at one point in the past, but it went pretty quickly. The Strike Freedom. This is Kira Yamato's upgraded suit from the later half of the Gundam Seed series.
Yes.
It's basically the evolution of the Strike Gundam with a lot of remote weapons.
This is not one that Varun talked about, was it?
I don't recall.
I don't believe so, man. There's a lot of shiny parts on here.
Yeah, there's just like the Shinanju, this one has a lot of gold parts. Specifically the Strike Freedom, like the frame, a lot of the inner parts are coated in this gold.
I just realized it says excitement embodied.
Yeah, that's like the tagline for Real Grade.
Oh, really? You guys see that right there? Incitement embodied.
Now it has gold for some parts, like the wings, but the inner frame of like the suit itself is kind of like this milky orange.
I like that.
And there's a lot of decals, including this large decal for doing the clear effect part on the shield. More of these little chrome decals. All the real grades, the detail they share is a lot of decals for a kit this small. So if you haven't built one before, these are probably not the best ones to start on. But definitely they look very, very good once they're assembled.
So Joseph says, I'll go with the red Zagak.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ben, your sister is on here.
Is she?
Michelle Hopkins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hey, Michelle.
Awesome. And then Gerald says, I'm coming for that. Gerald, I'm so sorry. We already sold them all. So then
what's he coming for?
For this one. He's talking about, he was talking to me about it, so he knew it was kind of coming. So.
All right. So yeah, Real Grade Strike Freedom. We had this one in the past, but pretty quick. So if you're like Kira and you like the Strike Freedom, I know it's a popular suit. This one's worth.
Now with real grades, just to comment on real grades. One thing I've noticed about real grade, we're gonna go to the main camera. The thing I've noticed about real grades is that real grades have more are there more diverse models? There seem to be a
No.
lot more. No, or there's
No.
fewer.
There's a lot fewer. There's only like 20 or so
Real grades. So there's more
And-
master and high grades.
Yeah, way
Really?
more.
Okay,
Real
okay,
grades
I
have not
didn't
been
know
around too long. They've only been making them for like 10 years.
So that's why people are collecting them so hardcore.
Well-
Like they want to get them all.
Well, they want to get them all, and just there's a lot more engineering behind these.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of how long it takes to design these, they can't punch these out that often. It takes them time to do it.
Yeah.
Like a high grade is a little more simple to design. You know what I mean? And the price point is lower, so there's more impetus for them to make more varieties of them. Like
Interesting.
And pretty much is like the more obscure the suit is,
Mm-hmm.
like the more unusual, the more likely it is just to be represented in high grade. Because like a suit that maybe showed up in animation for 5 minutes and maybe looks kind of weird would probably not sell well in this kind of scale because there's not that much of a fan base behind it. Whereas they can release it in high grade for a cheaper price and it'll sell.
So speaking of high grades, I knew you have a couple of high grades on the floor.
Yeah, speaking of high grades, and
I completely forgot those.
and keeping with the theme of Cosmic Century,
Shabam!
this is a brand new high grade. This is the
Oh!
Windam.
Let me go to.
Now, this is what we're talking about with the high grades. The Windam is like a grunt, run-of-the-mill mobile suit.
Multiple of them.
There's tons of them.
Like Leos?
They build them by the 100. They just get wasted. But they're cool looking.
Where do they get all this
And
money?
they're like highly customizable. That's what I like about them. And because this is kind of a grunt suit, you wouldn't see this in other scales and stuff. And like a real grade of this will probably never happen. Same thing with a master grade, probably never going to happen. So if you liked that design, your high grade is pretty much the only way to get it.
Fire.
And this is a recent one. Seed is not a new show. This Seed was like turn of the century, so been out for a while. So it's nice to see older suits like this still get some love. And you can just see by looking at the runners, the complexity of these compared to the real grades is considerably less. But that's not to say that it's a bad quality kit at all, because the detail of it is very, very high. The color accuracy is very, very good. There are a few stickers you will need.
2020. It was produced. This is brand new.
Yeah, that just came out.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I think we got a couple of those.
Holy
ones, too.
moly.
But there's a few stickers you will need for this one to correct color accuracy, mainly on things like the wings and little things like that. But that's the really cool thing about this one is it's basically like it's a run-of-the-mill suit, but it has this striker pack to make it able to fly. I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah.
Killer.
But a very simple model kit.
Only a couple runners.
Only, let's see, 1, 2, 3,
Four?
4, 5 runners. Let me get the booklet out. Yeah, but it's a very nice looking kit. I like the Windam, especially for the face. It's kind of like a half GM, half
Face
Gundam
under.
face.
And man, with the as I see the more high grades, even the attention to detail on these runners is amazing.
Oh yeah, and
For
like
a
I said,
high grade?
about the only thing that you really need to watch for these ones is the stickers you need for the backpack. Because
And I love the color. I love these colors, like this blue or this whatever you
yeah,
want
it's
to
like,
call
it's
it.
like a really vivid blue and teal.
Dang, no paint needed.
Yeah. But these are really great kits also for beginners, and these are really good if you want to build like a couple, because you can do like a battle scene from the show.
$17, and also
$17.
a great investment to start practicing weathering, painting,
Yeah, because grunts always get torn up in the show, so
You
these
mess
are-
it up.
So these ones are fun to mess up.
make it part of the story.
So yeah, the Windam. Like I said, kind of a strange suit because he's such a small player in the show, but I know it's a popular design, so I made sure to get a couple.
Nice.
And if you just want to spend just a couple dollars and you want to bulk out your army, that's the one to do it with. the
And we
Windam.
also have another high grade.
Yeah, these are ones that you selected.
Yep, I selected
This
those.
is the GM Intercept Custom. This is from the Gundam Origin manga. Also, it's an anime, but I don't think this one has shown up in the anime yet. Specifically, this is a mobile suit design. I've mentioned this in the past. Like when Gundam came out in the first, it did poorly.
Right.
But where it really did well was in reruns and in model kit releases. Like they had books that came out.
Really?
They had books of artwork that came out of other mobile suits that never showed up in animation.
Right.
And this was one of them. In that kind
I just
of
thought
way.
it looked cool.
Oh, it does. I agree with you. I love it. It's like it's rather than the standard like Gundam type color scheme. The GM one here has like a purple and gray and brown color scheme. This is designed for more like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like incognito style missions, or where it has to stay somewhat hidden.
So if you have this one and this one, they're like a set. They're like
Well,
together.
we've had that. We've had the other one in the past with the giant shield. Like I said, this is from the manga. I'm unfamiliar with the manga where these guys show up in.
Oh, okay. There might be a team or something, a duo.
Yeah, they might be on the same squad, that kind of thing.
Ooh, look at that purple.
Yeah, but I like the colors for these runners especially. It's kind of got like that milky off-white.
Michael says the Origin rules.
Yeah, the Origin's got designs that are very like,
I like that.
They've tried to modernize them to make them look like they were more like real-world machines. But also, fairly simple kit. Like I said, high grades. The real difference between like the Origin kits and the new and the older kits is the Origin ones, like I said, have a different design aesthetic. It's designed to look more like a real-world weapon would. Like if these were to exist.
Man, there's a lot of stickers too.
More
for this
surface detail, a lot of stickers. Like I had brought in my one with the Gatling gun on the arm. All those stickers. That's something that all Origin kits shares. A lot of decals and stuff like that. But yeah, very cool kit. I love it too how it has like the option for the head to have the visor up or down, like it's a sniper type.
And I don't pick out a lot of kits, guys. I just think I added that because I like the way it looked. So like I didn't really know anything about it, but I just like the way it looked.
Yeah, it's a cool looking suit.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, and this
$21.
Yeah, this one's a little more expensive because it does have a little bit more going on than the Windam did. Like I said, all the decals and things. But you could probably build this in about a night. Worth picking up too. Like I said, if you like that aesthetic, I think it looks unique for a GM. So this might be one people want to check out.
All right, any more high grades on your end? Let's just jump to ending.
No, what do you got?
Let's jump
You
to
high grades.
No, I have another real grade, but we've already talked about this one. But we'll bring it out anyways. We have again returning to the shop.
Yes, the real grade Evangelion Unit 1.
He can't even fit in. You gotta lean the camera.
Switch to the other camera.
Okay, so
it's too big.
But this is the
real grade Evangelion Unit 1. We've had this in the past.
with the base.
Yeah, this one is specifically the DX version, the Deluxe. We've had these in the past, but they always tend to go pretty quickly.
Yes.
Evangelion, for those that aren't aware, really groundbreaking anime from '95, and it's still going now. They're doing like movies and stuff like that. A long time popularity, but unlike Gundams, like with their really boxy machine look, Evangelions look almost like a monster, like almost like an Ultraman or
like a creature
type monster wearing armor. It's a very different look. Like they're very lithe, very lanky.
Super mobile.
Yeah,
or super articulate.
Super articulated. This is a real great kit, so expect a lot of small parts, but the finished product will look very good. It has a lot of color accuracy.
High mobility.
Yeah, a lot of stickers you will need for this. Now, what separates this one from the normal release, because there is a normal one that doesn't come with all these extra parts. The deluxe release comes with a launching cradle. Sorry.
No, that's all right. You're good. No, you're good.
So in the show, these aren't like launching from a ship. They're actually like stored underground, and they're launched up to defend the city from monsters. So these cradles just shoot up out of the ground, and they're carrying the suit up to the city to fight.
Yes.
So that's what these are. Like you see where he stands in there, and these cradles like hold his back as he pops on out. I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but
I watched some of it.
Yeah, you see how the whole thing is the robot can't fight for more than like 3 minutes without its power source because they suck up so much energy. So they have all this support stuff in the city just to keep.
And we won't give some spoilers about what it really is all about.
Bad stuff happens in that show.
So definitely, if you're into it, prepare yourself. It's a good watch. I've watched quite a few episodes, but it definitely take you on a trip.
Yeah, it's a pretty cerebral anime, and like you talk about Gundam spawning like a lot of imitators. Evangelion is the other one to spot a lot of imitators. It's like there's tons and tons of anime that were aping this style, just like tons of anime aped Gundam.
100%.
So yeah, this one's a little more expensive because there is some extra parts that come with this one. This one is $75. This one will take you a good while to build, and it is going to be kind of a fiddly process because there are so many tiny parts. Probably not one you want to pick up if you're a beginner, but if you're into Evangelion, your old hand model kits, these are very, very cool. Even if you're not like specifically into Evangelion, the technology and just the innovation they put into this model kit from just a standpoint of like what they have done with the medium is really, really impressive. So check these out. And we've got more of these coming, by the way. We have more of the red one, the Unit 2 on pre-order.
Yes, we do.
We've got black Unit 6 on pre-order. We've got the orange Unit 0 on pre-order. So we got more and more of these coming. We had a bunch of Mari's Unit 8, and those all sold out.
They sold out very, very quickly.
So if you guys missed your chance to get the first time we had these guys, don't wait. This will not last. I don't think this will be here by the end of the day tomorrow.
We only have a handful of them also, I think. And not even a handful, a couple.
Yeah.
We have one.
This was the only one we had of the transport platform.
So Uno one, so we'll just mark that up by $30.
No, don't do that.
So all right, so
what do you got over
we
there?
have we'll stick with some smaller boxes. Knock out another master grade. I know you have it on your side as well. Flipping
this
over
is
to
one
camera
a lot
2.
of people wanted. I know.
Just raise the camera up just a little bit. There you go, dude.
Yeah.
Perfect, dude.
This is the Endless Waltz version of Gundam Heavy Arms.
Heavy arms.
Yes. I made sure to get a couple of these because I know a lot of people in the chat were asking about this one. Very much a fan favorite design, especially among the American audiences. This one actually never appeared in animation. Like, as you see this...
It's the other one. Aren't there two of them?
There's like three.
Three,
There's
okay,
like actually
okay.
4 or 5 now if you count like.
But for the
manga
models,
variations.
for the models.
But for the models, for the longest time, this was the only way to have the heavy arms in a master grade scale. It was this.
Okay.
But like I said, as you see it on this box, it never appeared in the animation looking like this.
Okay.
At all. To make a long story short, and you can see a little bit on the side here, when they went to do the movie version of Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz, Hajime Katoke went ahead and did some redesigns of the suits. They weren't like upgrades, it was just Endless Waltz was a direct sequel, and he did the designs, and it's like, okay, if I had done the show, this is what they would have looked like the entire time. Like, you actually see like a flashback, and you see these suits flying around, but they all looked in this different style. So after the movie got really popular, he said, okay, let's say the ones in the movie were an upgrade. What did they look like before the upgrade? Because this is what it looked like
before the
in
upgrade.
Hajime Katoke's version of the story at the start.
Ah.
Still has never shown up in animation, but there are mangas where this shows up, and this is what Heavy Arms looks like. Like they're doing, it's actually, I think it's still running. There's a manga.
So the one in the movies is the newer one.
The one in the movie is this one after an upgrade.
Okay, all right.
But it was never intended to be that way.
So is it the O2?
This is like things that are coming up after the fact years later.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they have to fill in the line. Just to show you there. That's there. That's
Yeah, I've seen the blue one
That's
before.
in the movie. So the idea is the movie is an upgrade.
Hey, Chad.
This is what it looked like in the show, but it never looked that way in the show.
I see what you're saying.
Without getting too into it, just Hajime Katoke does whatever he wants. Let's just keep it
Yeah,
simple.
they let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and there is a manga where these designs show up. It's called Glory of the Losers, which is like a retelling of Gundam Wing with these new designs. The story is basically unchanged, just the art and the designs are much, much better.
Okay.
So, to cut it short, the Gundams in Gundam Wing are designed by 5 different colonies independently, and they all go to Earth to basically take out like the military there. And each Gundam is designed around a specific purpose. There's ones for close combat, there's ones for like transforming. The Heavy Arms is for long-range heavy fire support, as you might be able to tell.
Nice.
It's defined by this giant beam Gatling gun it has, as well as all these built-in weaponry and missiles and machine guns and things like that. And in the show, it's kind of a running gag. Is like the Heavy Arms running out of ammo, because it'll go into battle, just wipe out everybody, and then it's out of ammo. And then it's the only defense is this small little army knife it has on its arm. But a very cool design. Like I said, a fan favorite, just because of that giant Gatling gun is so cool. There is a version of this for the movie, that blue design, but you can only get it on P Bandai. So I don't know if we're ever going to have that, but if you're a fan of Heavy Arms in the Master Grade scale, this is pretty much your only option for having this particular mobile suit, at least at this time. I don't think we're going to get another one, and if you haven't already pre-ordered the P Bandai one, you're pretty much going to pay a really heavy markup for it at this point.
Awesome. All right. So
we made sure to get a couple of these ones, so I think we got 4 or 5 of them. These are $43. This one will set you back. It's a little bit of an older Master Grade. This one's from 2012. But the frame holds up very well, especially with all the wing ones. It's very well designed. The only thing you might want to watch out for is the hands specifically on these wing kits are a little bit finicky, so just be aware of that. Okay?
Nice.
So
all right, so go and grab one of those. You got a Heavy Arms over there, and tried and true.
Yeah, I'll bring up this one. I've actually
Go
had
to
this
camera
one.
one. Bam.
I've actually brought this one in here and talked about it in the past. This is the RX-78 Gundam Master Grade 3.0. And if you guys are wondering what the 3.0, 2.0 stuff I may mention is, check out a past episode where I talked about what the difference was. All of the different .0s just means that there were other kits in the past. Bandai returns to older designs and updates them, or lets other designers kind of take a crack at them and refreshes them, adds new technology, just overall makes the kit more accurate.
Is the one that we have in the case the 3.0, the 2.0?
The one you have in the case is the 1 year... Dang, you got me all mixed up. It's the origin
The
version.
one with the cannon on the shoulder.
That's the origin version.
Okay, all right.
That's the one that shows up in the manga.
Okay.
The origin version is actually newer than this. But where this one is really designed after is after the statue they had in Obadiah.
Oh, okay.
So if you were to put this one next to that, this is very close to that design. The origin one has a few design cues. They're a little bit different. It doesn't exactly look like the Gundam statue did. This one is designed specifically to look like that.
Dang.
It does have a full inner frame.
I'll go to into camera 2. There we go.
Yeah, you'll see it has a full inner frame that all the armor goes on top of. All the gimmicks of the model and that the mobile suit does in the show are very accurately recreated. All the moving armor gimmicks, all the weapons are here. The beam rifle, the bazooka, the Gundam hammer, the shield, the swords, the javelin. It even has the gimmick where the core fighter in the chest will come out, like the escape pod, and transform. So this is a very, very nice, very complex model kit. Being, like you can just see by the size of this box, just because of the sheer amount of accessories it comes with, this is going to be a long one to build. You're looking at probably 3 or 4 days worth of work, more if you're going to paint and detail and everything like that. There are a few accessories too you can get for this that are not included. You can get a little lighting unit to have the eyes and the headlight up and everything like that, but that does not come with the kit on its own. Just something to keep in mind. We might stock those as well in the future. But yeah, if you're going to talk about a really nice version of the Gundam to put on your shelf, the 3.0 is probably one of the best, if not the best. It all depends on like what your preference is for the aesthetic. But I think the 3.0 is good to have just because, like I said, that iconic statue in Obadiah. This is pretty much a tiny version of that guy on your desk.
I have to run home and see if I have this in my closet. If not,
if not, add it on there.
Add it on to it.
Yeah, but I've got like 4 or 5 different master grade Gundams of the original at this point, and this is one of my favorites.
Nice. All right, so the grandfather we have over here. Here we go. One that I've been looking forward to getting.
Okay, this is you still. Eddie stole one of these off the top of the box for himself. So if you wanted one of these and there's not one there, you got to go after him.
So we have 1, 2. I think
you have 2.
No,
there's 2, and you took one. I know. Right, well, I was the one that made the order.
There you go. There's 2.
I'm gonna make you feel.
Well, there's 1 now. So
I'm gonna make Will feel guilty about Warhammer. I'm gonna make you feel guilty about Gundam.
So
both of you guys got piles built.
Having the place has the privilege, right?
Right.
You know, so
hey, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm just gonna make you feel guilty.
There you go.
All right. So this is the Strike Gundam Rouge with the IWSP. The IWSP is Integrated Weapon Striker Pack. Basically what that is these Gundams in the show would go into battle with different kinds of backpacks for different situations. The IWSP is basically the backpack that incorporates a little bit of everything. It's designed for pretty much all combat situations. So, and the Rouge color is what makes this one special. It's kind of like that.
Bring the camera over just a little bit, Ben. So, no worries, dude. Yeah, perfect, dude. Yeah. Perfect.
It's like a light red and pink color scheme.
I like that.
Go ahead and pop this one open. This is a slightly newer model kit than the last one. This is 2013. But you can get a look at the color. Like I said, it's a very kind of almost milky pink. Very bright pink for some parts. And then this deep, deep red for other armor parts. But just like the 3.0 Gundam, a lot of accessories with this.
Love it. Love it.
You can see here the pack has the option of being deployed independently, but you can see all the different weapons on there. Has the giant sword, the cannon, all these various missiles that go underneath the wings of the suit. But yeah, very, very cool to have. I can see why you wanted to pick this one up for yourself.
Yeah, and of course, guys, if you want to talk in greater length for Gundam, join our Discord. The link, I'm sure somebody will throw that up into the chat, or I'll throw it up into the chat as well. Join the Discord. We have different channels for Gundam, and we're always about, just talking about anything really your heart desires. And Ben's on there, everybody's on there, and it's actually a really cool place to just meet some people. Right. I'll throw the link up here so you guys can have it.
Yeah, and there's people building all kinds of stuff. It's not just Gundam model kits. You have people coming in and building other models, 30-minute mission stuff, people working on cosplay stuff. Pretty much just anything you want to work on, bring it in and talk about it, work on it together, You got that?
Yes, Discord. I got it now.
So while he's doing that, I'll go ahead and pull up.
All right, so we got 2 of those. So there's only 1 left because I'm taking 1 home. So
I think you were grabbing a heavy arms too.
Yes, the heavy arms. And I don't know. I've been eyeing these. Which one do you have?
This is the Strike. This is the Freedom Master Grade.
Okay.
Make sure it wasn't the
Is this right here?
Yeah. Yeah, you've got one too.
Bam.
So put yours on the Instagram so everyone.
Okay, so everyone can see it. My bad. All right, there we go.
Right.
Hey, Epi.
Yeah, so this is the 2.0 Strike Freedom Gundam. This is another one that got an update over the years, just for higher detail, more gimmicks and stuff in the kit. This is Kira's suit from the later half of the first series, like the Strike Gundam. He ends up getting upgraded to a different suit at one point, and that's the Freedom Gundam.
So epic.
Yeah. The good thing about the Freedom is firepower. This is where the meme of beam spam comes from. It has a ton of beam weapons. It has these railguns on the hips, these giant beam cannons over the shoulder, a beam cannon in its hand. A lot of firepower on one mobile suit.
And who's the pilot of this suit?
Kira from Gundam Seed. But like I said, he uses this. Kira, in the course of the show, gets like 3 different suits.
Oh, really?
This is the middle one he had.
Oh, okay.
Like in the final version, he gets the funnels, or dragoons as they're called in Gundam Seed.
And the funnels come off?
The funnels come off on that one. Not on this one. This one's just it with the regular wings.
Okay.
But very cool.
Nice.
Very cool design. Comes with a stand and everything, so if you want to have a display of
it does come with a stand?
It does come with a stand, so if you want to have a display of it in flight, doing like cool aerial poses. Yeah.
Very
cool,
nice.
Very cool one to have.
Very cool.
All right, so
Pile's getting bigger.
What do we have left? Anything?
So we have a couple left. So I think this was,
Yeah. This one's one of my favorites. Yeah, we've had this one in the past, but I made sure to get some more of them. Bring that camera up. This is the Gundam F91 from the movie Gundam F91. Yes.
Whoa. What's the deal with the boosters in the back?
Well, that's a little bit interesting. Like the original series. This is years and years after that. The original series is 0079.
Right.
This is like year 129. It's been like a long time. Like kids are growing up and they're like, I think I heard about Gundams at one point in the past. They're like old machines at that point. People don't really think about them anymore. But technology at this point has kind of gone in the opposite direction. For a long time, mobile suits are getting bigger and more powerful and bigger and bigger and bigger. At this point, they're like, look, any mobile suit out there is packing a ton of firepower. It doesn't matter how much armor you have. One hit is going to take you out. So let's go opposite. Instead of going big and strong, we're going to go small and fast. If you were to put this one next to the Suzabi, it's like half the height. But it's super, super fast. It's to the point of when you see like those fins coming off, like out of the shoulders and the legs and things. What it can do in the show is it moves so fast that the armor actually starts to bleed off of it. Like it's melting armor off, and it'll leave after images behind it.
Whoa.
Almost like a Dragon Ball Z thing. How
they're like shedding skin.
Yeah, like they're shedding skin behind it, but that's how fast it's moving. It's able to shed the outer layers of armor just to dissipate the heat from moving so quickly. But this was not from a show. It was from a movie. It was going to be a show, but the project got reworked and canceled because Tamino was working on other projects at the time.
Right.
But the movie is actually on Gundam streaming right now. You can watch it on YouTube for free. The movie is not that good because the story wasn't fully fleshed out. It got actually more fleshed out in some of the video games and manga, but it is a very pretty thing to watch, the movie, because it is from like the late 80s, that glorious era of hand-painted cell animation. But the design itself is really, really nice. I like it because it's kind of it's like a Formula Racer Gundam, like not just in the name, but because of like the design evokes speed.
Okay.
It looks really, really good. It's a small kit, like I said, just because of scale, it has to be smaller. But this is a 2.0, so the technology behind it's really, really good. I actually have the 1.0, and the difference was with the 1.0, they were doing a thing where they didn't want to use any of those polycap joints.
Right.
The ones with the little rubber pieces.
Right.
So it was all solid plastic on plastic. It made the joints strong, but it also tended to just stress them out like they would rub. This is going back on that, and they're just kind of using newer technology to get the look better.
Killer.
Like one of the things is, it's not just these fins that come out of the shoulders and the legs, the face actually opens up and you see like a different face underneath it, kind of like the Gundam Unicorn. But that gimmick actually works on this kit. Like the face plate splits open without you removing parts. And it's such a small part to do that in a kit this size, and they do it really, really accurately. But like I said, the other thing too is in this era, everything's packing a ton of firepower. So even though it's this small suit, he has like these underslung guns underneath his arms, and they're called VSBRs, variable speed beam rifles. So he can do one large slow shot, and that'll take out like an entire battleship, or he can do rapid fire, small piercing shots to like pierce shields and stuff like that. Because at this point, they're not even using like physical shields. If you look on the side, he's just the shield is like an energy field.
Right,
And
right.
his VSBR can even pierce these. So that's why I'm like, everyone at this point is just trying to go fast to avoid shots. Because if anything hits you, you're going to get wiped out.
Dang.
But yeah, very cool suit. These show up in the Gundam Crossbone manga as well. Crossbone is another one that happens later in the timeline.
Okay.
But personally, this is probably my favorite hero Gundam. Specifically, this one in the black. So I have a personal attachment with this one. I really like the way this suit looks.
Awesome. And what's the total investment on this one? How much?
$46. So,
Dang, for a master grade.
Yeah, it's because it's going to be a smaller master grade in comparison to other ones, just in size. But in complexity, this is very, very good. Where it differs from the 2.0, like I said, is the joints are different. Some of the details have been updated, the gimmick for the face, and the entire torso has space in it for a light-up gimmick, to where you can make the whole suit look like it's glowing from that speed gimmick that it has.
Very cool.
So yeah, yeah, you can see a little bit there with the lighting unit where it says you can see all the armor glowing through it.
Yeah, I saw that when I was looking at the box.
And it's like you say, looking at it, it's like this thing looks like it's nothing but engines, and that's really what it is. It's nothing but speed. Too fast, too furious. The Gundam.
So did they ever, before we get to the last one, did they ever have a kit, or did they ever have a model where, hey, Deborah, do they ever have a model where they go the opposite, where it's like less speed, but it's freaking like a tank?
Yeah,
they can just take a beating.
There's ones like that. To bring up Gundam Wing. Remember I said each unit was designed for different things?
Correct, yeah.
Gundam Sandrock in that is designed for desert warfare, command, and heavy armor.
That's the one with the weird sword.
Yeah, with the heat show tails, the giant curved blades.
Yeah.
His whole thing is he can withstand a ton of punishment because his thing is he's supposed to be leading an army from the front. His whole thing is command. So he's there to keep the other units in line and stuff like that. And because of that, you can't lead from the back. You have to be up front, and you have to be able to withstand the brunt of the attack.
So it gives it a tactical advantage.
Yeah, he's able to stand at the front, fight for longer than anyone else because he has to be there to command the battle.
Does that sacrifice speed though?
Yes, it's very slow.
So the army has to keep up at his speed.
Well, that's why he needs his remember the one I have in the Magwanac?
Yeah.
That's where his honor guard comes in. He has 40 guys defending him because he has to be up there at the front.
He knows.
He has to have people helping him out. Not to say he's not a weak fighter and the Sandrock doesn't get plenty of love. I'm just saying from a design standpoint, that's the impetus behind that suit.
It always reminds me of the different suits from Iron Man. Everyone has a practical effect.
Very, very similar. And it's the same thing in Gundam Wing. There's one designed for stealth combat. There's one designed for high-speed combat. All different kinds. There's one designed specifically for melee combat.
Awesome. So the last one we have is...
yes. My old love /
So I'll go
nemesis.
to number 2.
Yes. This is the Master Grade Gundam Unicorn. This is the special version. There's quite a few different versions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of versions of the Unicorn Gundam out now. We actually have another Master Grade of this here, which is the brand new Master Grade EX, but that one's $260.
Yeah.
That one just came out. It's got a ton of lighting gimmicks, but we're going to talk about this one. Where this one is different is it does not have the light-up gimmicks in the body, and the mold is a little bit older, but the price point is much, much lower. So if you wanted to get a Unicorn and you did not want to spend $200+ on the Master Grade EX, this is the way to go. The original Master Grade Unicorn came out in I think 2008, possibly older than that. But when the animation started coming out,
when did this one come out?
This was slightly newer. Yeah,
2010. Oh, nice.
But when the animation, because originally Unicorn was a novel, and the model kit came out before the show even got made.
Oh.
So when the show got made, they went ahead and between that time...
Like He-Man. No, didn't He-Man? Yeah, didn't He-Man come out? Or was it a toy first?
Yes, He-Man was a toy and then a show. Sorry, I had to stop and think for a second.
I think that's what they did.
Yeah,
marketing.
Well, the Unicorn was a series of novels, and there was artwork of the suit, but had not been an animation. But the design was very popular, so they made a model kit, and the model kit was super popular. We should make this into a show. And then they decided to make it into a show. They changed some things on the design. The biggest thing was they gave the head Vulcans, the little machine guns in the head.
Yeah.
In the novel, it never had those, so they add them for this. And there's a few other things that were different as well, but they're very minor details. So the mold was slightly updated. A few gimmicks were changed. They did the same with the Shinanju, and they changed some of the colors around. But the biggest thing about this one is it does have the full transformation between the Unicorn mode and the Destroyer mode, so all these red, clear armor parts you'll be able to show exposed. And you'll notice, too, because this is the updated version, the armor is not glossy. It's kind of like got like a half metallic injection to it. Like the blue kind of shines.
Yeah, it's like a shimmer.
But it's not like gloss shimmer. And it's the same thing even with the pink. This, like on mine, this is red. This is like a very intense pink for this model kit.
Because I was like, what's the mode when it isn't pink?
The mode when it's when everything's closed is unicorn mode, and then when it activates it goes red, and then once the pilot awakens into the powers, it turns green. But like I said, it depends on the story. Normally it's just red.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want them to know you're awakened, right? Like your enemy to know.
If they see this thing's on the battlefield, it's like you're pretty much already gone.
Oh, okay.
You don't walk away from it. Just for the story, the concept of the story, what this is, NTD is, it stands for New Type Destroyer Mode. So when a new type is piloting the suit and this mode activates, the pilot is almost no longer in control of the suit. The suit is using the pilot as a sensor to pick up other new types and then destroy them. So when it first transforms in the show, like Banagher, like it's basically like trapped into the seat, and the suit is just attacking like a madman. Like he's not even controlling.
It takes over.
It takes over, and when he awakens, when he eventually comes into his own powers, he's able to overpower that, and that's when the suit turns blue and control it. But on its own, it's like a berserker, and so like first episode, he encounters a new type, and
it's kind of like an Evangelion.
Basically, he's ripping the suit apart.
Isn't Evangelion kind of like that, where the suit is alive?
The Evangelion will go berserk, but this isn't like alive. It's a computer program
that taps into the psychic abilities.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's literally using the pilot as like a computer interface.
Because there are pilots that pilot new type Gundam that are amputees.
Yes. Well, specifically, the one you're talking about is Thunderbolt.
Right.
And it's not the suit reading his abilities. It's that the technology for it to read directly from his brain is not advanced enough.
Oh, okay.
So they have to have direct connection to his nerves, and he just happens to be an amputee, and they're in a pinch, and they're like, well, we have to do something to get out of the situation. You've already lost 3 limbs. Let us take off the other one. But that's for that specific story. You don't see that a lot in traditional Gundam. Usually, it's that new types tend to be younger people, because it's the evolution of humans, so naturally it's less prevalent in older generations. So a lot of times it's like young people awakening to these powers, and they're in situations they really can't control or fathom. And then you have other situations where it's like people trying to take advantage of that, and they're cloning people and like genetically modifying them to make new types. But then like you've got this person that's all messed up mentally because they've been poked and prodded their whole time growing up with all these chemicals and machinery and stuff embedded in them to try and make them into super soldiers.
Huh. So that is the last
of the new
new items coming in. We have
there's a lot.
Yes, a lot to take in.
And we got, this is not the only stuff we have. There's more stuff coming in
all the
time. But if you're not familiar, keep on the Discord, because I post images of like what the packing list says and everything when it's coming in. We post information about when it should be here, so that you guys can find out first before the general public, and hopefully get in here and grab things first before things fly out.
Of course, because we all notice, guys, with the world that we live in, and we've been noticing it on the distribution websites, that it definitely takes time to get items, and it's all about pre-orders. So we're doing the best we can with that.
You will see more frequent, larger amounts and more varied amounts of stock in the future. I'm still kind of curating everything because I don't want. We're still limited on space. We don't want to have a ton of stuff that's not going to move.
Right, exactly.
But, we've been timing it pretty well to pretty much as soon as things are getting a little barer, we have new stuff coming in. But if everything works out with the expansion and everything like that, we'll have much more space for much more stuff in the future. Just if you're looking for something in particular, maybe it's something obscure, hit me up on Discord and maybe I'll keep an eye out for it. And if you're looking for something that's, a model kit that's maybe not Gundam, because we're really focusing on stocking Gundam stuff. But like there's other model kits from other shows. Like there's a whole line of model kits from One Piece or Kamen Rider and stuff like that. If you're interested in that stuff, maybe look into our Gundam Hangar Club.
Yes.
Because the Hangar Club, you'll get direct access to our distributor for an order once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And there's tons of stuff on there that we don't normally order as part of stock, just because, like I said, Kamen Rider, it's popular in Japan. Most of the time doesn't run out here on TV.
They don't know.
So there's not a big push for us to have the model kits. But if it's stuff you're looking for that's maybe a little bit harder to find, that's something that's really useful for using the club. And it's not just that stuff. It's also Gundam, and it's also tons and tons
Effects
of
parts and
supplies, paints, tools, all kinds of stuff.
And then shipping you don't have to pay for because we're ordering it anyway.
Right, because we order anyway. You put it in on that order sheet once a month. We usually send it out on the 15th. And then we order it alongside our regular order, so then you don't have to pay anything extra for shipping. And
also here at Flynn's, we have 30-minute missions, which are very basic. A lot of effects parts, which are a little harder, rarer to find, from what I've been, being told.
They go quick.
They go quick. Nippers, if you need the basic nippers.
Yes, if you need
sanding
tools,
blocks, decals.
Yes, decals is something we're going to do. I need to talk.
They're here.
I want to talk to you about that when this is over.
Okay, so
I had something in mind for those.
So decals. But yeah, guys, I mean, you've hung on with us for the last almost hour. So like Ben said, by all means, join that Discord, take the discussion farther. And if you want to, and there's something you're looking for, but you don't want, let's say, download Discord or something like that, what you can simply do is you can easily go to our Instagram or to our Facebook or to our YouTube or to Ben directly and just ask. Do we have any questions on your feed or anything like that?
Just watching this. Has anyone picked up the MG Strike Freedom Gundam?
Well, you can. They're here.
Yeah, you want
no,
yeah, we got two of them here.
Well, there's one. There's one here
now. Tomorrow and grab one.
There's one here now. I don't have any other questions. And once again, guys, building. I've been talking to a lot of people, especially this past weekend, about they don't quite understand what's involved. And I recommend, like, if you ever were into Legos or Lincoln Logs or erector sets,
it's a natural progression. If you've done Legos, Gundams are not that more
very.
complicated.
Sean, what's up, man?
And like I said, if you come in and you just don't even know what to do, price point, keep an eye. If you're looking at like $15 to $20, chances are it's something you can build in one night, and just as it goes up from there. Like, don't get too obsessed over the grades, this, that. Price point's an easy way to know.
100%.
And just like I said, if you haven't built anything at all, these entry grade kits.
I think you have one next to you. Oh, the little one you're looking for.
Just like any of these. Like, if you've never built a Gundam or anything and you're just into anime, these are cool to have. I mean, I've built some of these. Like, I built the Miku one and stuff just because I like the character.
Oh, but the Miku one, I mean, that is.
But the technology is the same.
Yeah, it's the same. The same technology,
it's not
exactly.
a posable model. It's a statue.
Yeah.
And you don't need any stickers or anything.
That's
to
a beautiful
correct it.
model.
Yeah, so these are very cool. I think these.
Even like, do you have the entry grade over there with the entry 7? That one? Did we put it over here?
I forget. We had so many, and now we can't find them.
Is it a? Oh, yeah. Is it here?
Oh, here it is.
There, you got it.
Yeah.
And this would be a great example. It's a little. It's not as. It's a simple. The Eevees, the Pokemon are very, very, very easy.
Yeah.
The entry grade level one, it's going to take a little bit of time, but really, it's still a simple. And we'll definitely do a Learn to Build Gundam night in April.
Yeah, we're looking to do.
So I'll announce that as well. So, guys, like Ben had said, if you've ever been interested in this, it's a great hobby, a great value, entertainment value, in my opinion.
Yeah, like these guys, $10, that takes care of you for a whole night, And then
we have the nippers here. If you do want to do nippers or sandpaper or something. If you want to
do nippers, sandpaper, we have stuff here. Come out for build night. We usually have some tools on here that you can use and stuff like that. And like I said, we're going to be doing more stuff in the future of supplies and things like that. So if you're into the hobby already and you need consumables, we're going to looking to get in that stuff more and more. And I mean, just compare what we have now to what we had when we started. It's really gotten big, and it's only going to get bigger.
It's only going to get bigger, guys.
Provided you guys continue to support us. That's the most important thing.
Exactly, and Ben, that's a perfect closing note, guys. We talk about often that if we don't support each other, who's really going to support us in the end?
Right.
And we have a lot of different places we can buy model kits or whatever you're into, and we hugely thank you for your support here at Flynn's so far, and we just want to, we're thankful for that, and we hope to see you guys soon throughout the month, and come and grab a kit or two, and they don't last very long. Tomorrow we open at 5 p.m. for $10 Tuesdays here at Flynn's, and then we also have the new Pokemon as well, so it should be, once again, an interesting afternoon. A lot of people coming through, which is always good. So, anyways, in closing, guys, if you want to find Ben, they can find you where, Ben?
Instagram's the best place. Uber's Cosplay, UBERS Cosplay. But I'm on all social media, same name. But if you're a Flynn's regular, best place to catch me is on the Discord. You can just @ me there. Or come in here on Thursday nights for Build and Paint Night. I'm usually here if I'm not working on costume stuff at home, which I am doing a lot more lately. I'm trying to get back on the wagon. Please forgive me. So
he might be working on it here, but
That's a lot of pain. I don't want to make you guys deal with that.
Needless to say, guys, ask him any questions. Ask any of the guys in the Discord. And in the Discord, there's multiple channels for everything. So by all means, jump on there. So, guys, and once again, in closing, just remember we have our upcoming, the first event's going to be our Fighter Fest weekend, 19th, 20th, and 21st. Mortal Kombat 11 on Friday, Smash Ultimate on Saturday, Dragon Ball Z Fighters on Sunday, $300 prize pools. You get the arcade for the night, a non-alcoholic drink as well. And we actually are having a $1,000 Mario Kart tournament that we've been asked to host here, so we're definitely going to run with that.
That's going to get cutthroat.
Yes, and it's 2v2. It's 2v2 teams, so I'll actually be joining it as well because what the heck, why not? And we'll be also having the cosplay event on the 27th. And a new element that I've introduced in, hey Gerald, thanks so much for the stars. A new element I'm introducing here at Flynn's this week is you'll see an iPad when you come in. There's an email sign-up form that I've already have launched. If you put your email there, because we're working on gathering up our email list, we will hand you a scratch-off ticket. And in the scratch-off ticket, we will there's various prizes and everything like that in there, free drink, free day of play, stuff like that. So we want to get your emails so that we can keep you in the loop and develop that stuff.
What's it like having your soul used as a building block?
And exactly. And what's it called?
Just making fun of Will over here.
We have Will's working on the Warhammer stuff as we're watching the Warhammer stuff being built. That is correct, guys. We do have Warhammer.
The hen. It's literally the fox watching the hen house right now.
So Warhammer stuff. There's no product, but Will is here. Let's turn that camera around and let them see what they can see over there. So Will is there. He is. So there's the Warhammer stuff, guys. We're actually building the display kit right back there. So you guys asked for Warhammer. We haphazardly listened to you. So now we have to bear that cross.
Much to Will's chagrin.
So yes, there will be some great deals on the Warhammer stuff. What one is it, Will? What are we getting rid of? The Age of what?
Age of Sigmar.
Age of Sigmar. So if you want Age of Sigmar stuff at really affordable prices, come here. We do not want to hold on to that, you know.
You gotta pump that up on the D&D night.
Yeah, we are more of a 40K kind of family. Not that Age of Sigmar is bad. It's just different, and we want to move that product. So
about Space Marines.
Exactly, Space Marines, towels, stuff like that. But anyways, guys, next Monday, right, Will? Next Monday they'll be running a Warhammer kind of night from 7 to midnight, guys. So check that out. We're gonna hope they're probably gonna be running a kill team or something like that. Once again, if you've never joined Warhammer before or been a part of it, come out, guys. Totally welcome. And it can be a great time. So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in for the last hour and 5 minutes. We hope you had a fun time with us as we unboxed our recent supply. We'll be sure to do this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell because, yeah, it's going to be a great time. So, anyways, guys, hope you have a great night, and we will catch you on the flip side.
Take care.
Adios, guys.